Hey friends, welcome back. Got another video for you. This one's probably going to be short, uh, mainly because this fig is not that detailed. Uh, Compared to all the other ones, he's pretty basic. But this is Speed Racer, not from the show. Okay, let's be clear. There's an animated series called Speed Racer. Came out in the 60s. I didn't watch it. I know about it. But this is actually Speed Racer from the movie, from the 2008 film, the live action anime film, Wild Experience. It's a very unique movie. It's almost like a live action cartoon. Like, it's hard to explain. It's very wild, insane action. Like, the visuals are just like, there's so many punchy colors. There's a lot of emotions, great cast, and it's underrated for sure. Like, no one talks about this movie. It's really sad, and didn't get a sequel, sadly. But yeah, this is from the Lego Speed Racer theme that came out in 2008, right around the time of the film. And there was only like 4 sets. I know there was like a truck chase. I actually covered a few of the sets, or I did like reviews, like digital reviews of the sets, some of them. There's like a truck chase. There's like there's a couple of sets with like the Mach 5, and then there was this big Grand Prix race. I think that was the big set of that wave. And they didn't last very long. I think they only lasted for like a year on the shelves, and then they pulled them. It's really sad. But yeah, this is a decent fig. I paid $10, and I think it's a good figure. Um, I'm definitely not. He's definitely not as like. There's not as much going on as other figs that I've done, but decent. He does have some good printing. He's pretty basic. He's got the blue shirt, iconic shirt. I like the helmet. No printing on the legs, just like white pants. Just pretty lame, but I mean that's kind of how he was in the film. Speaking of the film, the actor that played him was Emil Hirsch, and he's been in a few things, and he was pretty young at the time. I think he was in his 20s, near that, and he actually did a really good job portraying Speed. I just feel like he was definitely a little bit older. He was a little bit of an older version, which I liked. And I don't know, no one talks about his performance. Like, no one talks about this movie. It's really sad. But anyway, it does a pretty good job. No accessories. He doesn't have anything that he's holding. It's just him. So I think this version came out in the I forgot the name of the set. I think it was Speed Racer versus Snake Oiler. I don't know. It was that one set where it had the Mach 5 and also had the orange car? I don't know. I don't know the names because they don't tell you the names of the cars very much. But yeah, some of the best action, like probably some of the best car action scenes I've ever seen in a film. Like, they're just so stylish. It is so stylish. I love it. It's so animesque, animated. It's very hyper realistic. If that's the best word I can say. It's super fast paced, super energetic. This movie has a ton of energy to it. That's what I love about it. It's so fast, but it has a lot of good moments that are just like family moments and good like dialogue scenes. But the action really stands out, especially I forgot there's a number of races. I think 2 or 3 different races, and they're so epic, especially at the end. But anyway, I don't want to get too into the film, but yeah, good fig. His detailing is pretty basic. Like, I don't know. That's just how I can describe it. What I like about this shirt, the detail is pretty nice. You can see like little tiny dots, and they're meant to be like shading, which is pretty fair because it's supposed to be like the anime is supposed to be calling back to that. And it's pretty cool. I like the effect. I like the color. You can see a little bit of his, upper chest. And yeah, that's about it. Like, there's not a lot of detail. It's just, basic pants, no back printing, no other face, no hairpiece, no accessories, no helmet printing on the back. Like, it is very basic, but I mean, that's fair. The helmet's the best part. We'll get to that in just a second. as his head almost comes off. The head's unique. I definitely haven't seen a head like this before. This was back in the days when Lego was trying new things with their head printing, like their face design. So it's very anime-esque. It's very anime-y, animated, kind of. I mean, minifigs for in general are kind of animated, somewhat. But yeah, I don't think it looks like Emil Hirsch. I don't know. I'm not really seeing it. I mean, I can kind of. I don't know. It doesn't. It looks more like Speed Racer from the show than the movie, but I mean, maybe that's what they're going for. I don't know. No second face, pretty lame. Like it's just not that like flashy. But the best part is the helmet. It's in the white color. I feel like the helmet is kind of a missed opportunity because it has some holes for a visor. The visor doesn't come with it, which is I find really weird because in the film the visor is in the helmet. So I feel like that looks a little bit nicer. But it does have the classic Speed Racer M for the Mach 5 on the top. Really nicely printed. A really cool design. Unfortunately, it's just, I don't know. It's a little bit basic, a little bit boring. But I feel like he looks a lot better with the visor. Look at that. He looks so much cooler. Why doesn't he have the visor? It's really weird. They didn't give him that. But yeah, decent fig. I'd actually would like to have the set that this guy comes from, the car chase. I'd love to have that set. But yeah, sadly only 4 sets. It didn't last too long. But yeah, what I like to do with the helmet is actually I like to make it so you can see his eyebrows. It's kind of hard to do because it's not meant to be like that, but you can angle it so you can see his whole face. But yeah, decent fig, not my favorite, but I do like it a lot. I'm glad I bought him. I just wish there was more like detail, like more work put into it. I feel like it's a little bit lacking, especially compared to like 90% of all the other figures that we've taken a look at on this show. They're so much better. Like, I don't know. But it's not bad. I like it, you know, it's good. It's definitely aged pretty well, but not the best. So, yeah. Compared to this guy, the race car driver, look how much detail there is. Look at this. He's got like a full arm printing, side leg printing, back printing. Like, look at that. There's so much printing. But this is modern. This is not 2008. This is like 2017 or something. So that's fair. But I just wanted to compare. Because they're kind of similar. I mean, they have the same color scheme pretty much. But yeah, that's Speed Racer. That's it. He's pretty decent, you know, and not too expensive. He's not too pricey, which is nice. And yeah, that's all I have to say. You know, it's a little bit short, but whatever. I just thought I'd put it out there, finally. I got him a while back. I'm trying to get these done, so yeah, decent fig. I like him pretty good. So let me know what you think. Do you like the show or the film? Like, do you like both, or do you like to prefer the movie? Do you prefer the show? I actually haven't seen the show. Only because it was like way before my time. It was like in the 60s. But I remember being obsessed with Speed Racer back in the day. Like when I was a kid, I just loved the merch, especially the Mach 5. I remember I had at least 2 of those cars, but yeah, I'd love to have the Lego one. That'd be sick. And if that day comes, I'll let you know. But yeah, that's it. Let me know what you think. And share your thoughts, good or bad. And that's it. Have a great day.